Surah Nisa 4 and Ayah 6. وَابْتَلُوا الْيَتَامَى حَتَّى إِذَا بَلَغُوا النِّكَاحَ فَإِنْ آنَسْتُم مِّنْهُمْ رُشْدًا فَادْفَعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ وَلَا تَأْكُلُوهَا إِسْرَافًا وَبِدَارًا أَن يَكْبَرُوا وَمَنْ كَانَ غَنِيًّا فَلْيَسْتَعْفِفْ وَمَنْ كَانَ فَقِيرًا فَلْيَأْكُلْ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ فَإِذَا دَفَعْتُمْ إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ فَأَشْهِدُوا عَلَيْهِمْ وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ حَسِيبًا. And test the orphans until when they reach marriage. Then if you are familiar the sobriety from them, so disperse, that is to pay out their wealth to them, and you do not eat excessively with hurriedness, quickly, that they are older or grown up. And whosoever is rich, then he should refrain, and whosoever is poor, then he should eat with acknowledgement, recognition. So when you disperse or pay out their wealth to them, then take a witness over them, and Allah is sufficient in taking account. Now in this ayah, what is the age of Balaghun Nikah? The age. So I've put in the braille. After the age, the children or the girls or the boys, in this context is the orphans. The context in the ayat is the orphans. So it says the age of, after the age of puberty, maturity, fully grown up, develop in body and mind. Like for example, the child is growing, a girl is growing, she has attained, or she or he has attained the puberty. That is not the marriageable age. She has to grow further, that she or he is fully grown up physically. Like for example, a child is 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, and then finally 6 feet or 5 feet, or whatever his full height is fully grown up physically. The girl is fully grown up physically. That is the fully grown up. And now body and mind. And Allah says in the ayat, that is very important, until when they reach the marriageable age, it's clarified. Then if you are familiar, the sobriety from them. And I will explain what is sobriety. Sobriety meaning is sober, showing self-control. The woman has the self-control, rational, she's got rational thinking, agreeable to reason and logic. These are the qualities of a sober boy, sober man and woman. Sensible, sound judgment, good sense, marked by seriousness, free from lavishness and exaggeration. This condition, the person who is taking care of the child, when she comes to an age, the elderly people should note that the girl is serious, she have got self-control. Now suppose she gets mature at the age of 16, suppose. And if she is not sober, she is not eligible for marriage. 20 years of age may not be sober, she is not eligible to get married. So the age is described according to the situation of that particular girl or man. And that is showing self-control, rational, agreeable to reason and logic, morally conscious, sensible, sound judgment, good sense, marked by seriousness, free from lavish. I am just giving the meanings of these words of soberness. So if you find this in your daughter or in a girl, that means you have to judge, the parents or the guardian. And in this ayat is referring to a orphan girl who's been taken care of by a guardian. When he finds this personality in a girl or in a boy, he can then he or she can get married. So from this ayat we have come to know that it is not necessary that the moment she comes to a puberty, you just make sure that she gets married. She must have these qualities, or the man must have these qualities for you to take a decision for them to get married. It is not education, it is not her age, the age is not defined. After the puberty, definitely the other things are more important. Psychologically and physically they are grown up full. Physically they are grown up, you must have their mind, sound judgment. They have got this sound judgment, and that is sobriety. The word is one word Allah gave, and you understand what kind of age she can be. Whatever the age, but she must have these qualities. So girls should understand that they must develop this kind of personality in them to be sober. And if the girl is not sober, then you must not put her into a marriage contract. Or if a man is believer, man is not sober, then he must not go into a marriage contract. This is must. So if in this condition, I just want to make the point here is the sobriety for a girl or a man to get married. He must be sober, he must be responsible. Here we get this. And in the ayat further it says, and the guardian should not eat except sensitively with the hardness and quickly that they become older or grown up. So the other ayat refers to the person who is the guardian, who is taking care. He should not spend the money of that girl because she's a orphan. Said he should eat it. So whoso is rich should refrain, and whoso is poor, then he should eat with acknowledgement, recognition. He may take some money from that girl's money. When you disperse, pay out their wealth to them, then take a witness over them, and Allah is sufficient in taking account. This ayat is referring to a guardian who's taking care of a girl. What about the parent? So if we can deduce from this ayat, because I explained to you in a broader sense, every woman is orphan. So now when a parent is making her daughter to get married, he has to look into this account. And what wealth you will disperse? Can anybody from the hall can say? A parent, what money he will give to a daughter at the time of marriage? Hello? Sorry? Yes. You can say that. What is it, dowry? Yeah, dowry. Now the question is, you must understand this is very important. The parent that spends money on because if he got the amount that is with him, extra amount. So this Jahez concept is not only a Hindu culture, it is the husband. Like for example, I am getting my daughter to get married, I can give, because ultimately she has got a share in my wealth, right? So I can give some amount according to my status that I am living to my daughter, because it belongs to her if I die. But that amount should be cut off when I die, because I spent some amount on my daughter of the marriage. So this money belongs to her if I die. So when I die, so that amount should be deducted in her share. Inheritance, from the inheritance. When I die, there is inheritance, there is an amount that has been given to the daughter. But because she's an orphan woman, so we can deduce for parent to do what? At the time of marriage, what his status is, he can give some amount to a daughter according to her status, his status, keeping in view at when I die, this is her share and that should be deducted. That's her share already. So you're not doing this dowry you're giving is something Hindu culture that you have to give. If you have got the state, if you don't have anything, you don't have to give. If a man does not have anything, who is not able to give sadaqah, charity to mankind, he is not supposed to give. The man who can leave behind something, for it is him to give. If he cannot leave anything, if I die, suppose I don't have anything to give my parent, if I die and I have nothing to give, so I will not give anything. You understand this? If I've got some money and I've got the inheritance from my wealth that has, extra wealth that I have, I can share that, some from our share. So this is 2 points we have gathered from this ayat. One is the age, not only the age, the sound mind and the marriageable age. And the second is the amount of dowry that you can give. Now, further I'm going to read those ayats. First I'm going to read those ayats which Allah forbids a believing man to marry. What are the classes that the believing man should not marry? First these ayats. Then the other ones will come with women who are lawful.